Welcome back. If you follow the news about AI, you've probably noticed it's a bit of a roller coaster. One week, a new AI is unveiled that's going to change the world. The next week, people are saying it's a huge disappointment. This predictable pattern of excitement and disillusionment is so common that it has a name: the hype cycle. The hype cycle is a model created by the research firm Gartner, and it perfectly describes the journey that almost every new technology takes. By understanding this pattern, you can become a much smarter AI learner, able to separate the real breakthroughs from the science fiction. Let's walk through the 5 stages. Here's a visual of the cycle. It starts with a trigger, shoots up to a massive peak, crashes down into a trough, and then slowly climbs back up to real-world productivity. Almost every major AI technology, from self-driving cars to generative AI, follows this exact path. Let's break down each stage. It all begins with the innovation trigger. This is a scientific breakthrough or a new proof of concept that gets the public's attention. Think of a research paper or a cool demo that shows off a new capability. This is the spark that lights the fire. Next, we shoot up to the peak of inflated expectations. The media runs wild with the story, and everyone starts making unrealistic predictions about how the technology will change everything overnight. We hear grand promises that often ignore the practical limitations. But then, reality sets in. The technology fails to live up to the massive hype, and we crash down into the trough of disillusionment. The narrative flips from positive to negative. People call the technology a failure or a gimmick because it didn't deliver on the unrealistic promises made at the peak. However, in the trough, the real work begins. Patient builders start to figure out what the technology is actually good for. This is the slope of enlightenment, where practical, real-world applications are discovered and refined. We move from "this will change everything" to "this is a really useful tool for this specific problem." Finally, the technology reaches the plateau of productivity. It's no longer new and exciting, but it has become a normal, dependable part of our lives and businesses. Its benefits are well understood, and it's being used by millions of people. This is the ultimate goal for any new technology. So why is this so important? Because understanding the hype cycle is your best shield against misinformation. When you read an exciting or a disappointing headline about a new AI, you can now ask yourself, where are we in this cycle? This allows you to stay grounded, manage your expectations, and identify what is truly valuable versus what is just noise. Congratulations! You now have the mental model to be a more critical and realistic AI learner. You can appreciate the genuine excitement of a breakthrough without getting swept away by the hype. In our next lesson, we will apply this skill directly by debunking some of the most common myths about AI. See you there.